All right, we are back. Everyone is still working on their edits, and nothing has changed. But we got part B going. So if everyone would jump in and I guess leave the commentary here. Welcome back, Geoff.
Hello.
I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things to get everyone to notice that where we are.
All right.
And that happened right at the 30-minute mark. So you guys have 30 more minutes to go.
All right.
All right. Okay, let's see where we're at. You guys have didn't skip a beat, I'm sure, right? Geoff, you are working on a picture of a bridge.
Yes.
Getting the Hangout.
So I just came into this one. I'm just kind of cleaning a little bit.
Fixed up. All right, this is the first we've seen of this picture, Wes. You're the first one to work on this that I've seen. What do you think of it?
It's pretty cool. I like the light, and you know, of course, being under like a bridge or structure is always pretty neat. I think because there's so much white space, though, I'm probably going to try and play around with adding a texture to this one. So that's what I'm just getting started on.
Do you have your own set of textures, Wes, or do you are you going to make it on the fly?
Well, I have a couple. Actually, I have a few. Yeah, that I actually downloaded off of a free texture site. So I'm probably going to just use some of those. I haven't really decided which one yet, so let's see.
Okay. What? Let's. I want to do a little. We're halfway through. How many pictures have you worked on, Wes?
I have worked on 5. So
all right, Ugo. How about yourself? What number of pictures is this for you?
3.
All right. Let's see. Shirley, where are you at?
Yeah, I'm at 3 too. I'm kind of just jumping around. I kind of just, move it around, move the sliders around until it kind of looks good, and then if I don't feel it's there, I'll try another photo.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You don't really have a brush disposable
to
dodge and burn. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. All right, and Scott, welcome back.
Hey.
This seems to be a popular image right at this moment, under the bridge. And are you going to go for a texture as well? Wait, you have a texture on there, don't you?
I do.
Okay. What number image is this for you? We're at the halfway mark.
I have 4 roughed in, but I'm not done with them yet, so we'll see how that ends at the end here.
All right. Joe, how about your bad self?
Let's see. I've got about 3 working on a 4th right now, at least with the broad strokes.
I mean, you guys don't have to tell me. If I tell something that you don't want to tip your hand, you can just kind of, start talking about the weather or something. Hey,
the Packers win. That's important.
Yes. Huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's have someone comment and tell me.
Lost.
No.
They were losing big time.
Is it really?
Yeah, they
were
losing, what, 13,
they were awful when I came in here, but I.
Yeah, they lost.
Oh.
ESPN.com says Packers lost.
That's because I wasn't watching. Sure of it.
This is it.
That's dedication to this. I'll tell you right there.
Hey, I tell you, it's good for San Francisco.
Yep. Definitely.
All right, so we have been discussing how many pictures we're at right now. I'm intrigued, Geoff. Halfway mark. Where did you find yourself at? How many pictures in?
I'm working on my 4th right now. Gone through some of the landscape and about to move on to the people. So just a few more adjustments to make, and then I'll be heading over and checking out some of the people shots.
Sounds great. Daniel, did we already ask you this question?
No, sir. No,
All
sir.
right. What do you think? Where you at?
I'm on number 4. You want to see them? Real quick?
Sure, might as well. You got the time. It's up to you.
I ain't scared.
Remember that one? We looked at that one.
Okay, I'll show you real quick.
wait for it to load so it can show us the before after. Nice.
And then before and after on this one.
Well, yes, you know, the whole black and white thing, definitely very different than the before.
Yeah.
Now, have you stayed primarily in Lightroom, or did you move around at all?
All this is Lightroom.
Okay.
And then I did the church. Well, I cropped it, so you can't see the original crop.
Yes, you can't see it.
That's one unfortunate thing about the before and after there in Lightroom. You can't see the original crop.
You can use one of the tricks is to do the backslash, and you'll be able to just kind of go back and forth from before and after.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the backslash helps for the before and after.
Okay, let's see.
Go back and forth. All right, and while we're doing that, we're gonna switch over real quick to Bobber, who is again working this other program, and when I am done talking, I don't know if there'll be much of a delay at this moment, but Bobber, tell us how many pictures you've been working on, and we're at the halfway mark. Where you think you'll end up?
I think I'm working on my third, and yeah, I just want to make sure I get them done right instead of just working on all of them. So I think I'll work on the top 5 or the best 5 I can.
Yeah.
And yeah, just submit them hopefully in the next half an hour.
Yep. Sounds good. And last but not least, of course, we have Alex, who's got I love when you guys have a little picture-in-picture. I mean, if you don't have great internet, it's probably not the best thing to do, but looks like yours works just great. You really responsive internet here, good quality. I love it. So tell us what you're thinking.
I'm on 4, about probably a third through it. Yeah, I was thinking like, what's the strategy? Get through them all and do like an 80% job, or do less and really knock them out?
Okay, well that's a great question. Let's ask people that are watching on air that exact same question that Alex just said. Do you go and do 80% on all of them, or do you just knock up? What was the other option?
Or knock it out of the park on a couple.
All right, there's your question. What do you think, guys? Let's take this moment to go in and see what people are saying. If they found their way back to Part B, and it looks like Aaron and Ron and Sandra and Jim Davis are all there. Jim, thank you very much. He says you're really getting this commentating down. I'm trying hard. I get distracted a little bit. There's a lot of things going on. I've got three screens going. I've got this that's showing the Hangout. I've got to be switching from screen to screen from people. I've got my webcam Mac software on another screen, and I've got here all the Google Plus stuff going on another screen. Who else we got joined back with us? Roger Stewart, and he's asking if anyone can get him the link to the full screen. And maybe if you guys are providing these full screen links, give us just a little commentary about how to find that for ourselves, so we know how to do that in the future. I'm intrigued on how to do that. And we need some video special effects. That's a good idea there, Mark. I could use some special effects here. Let's see. I don't know if I could do it on their screen. No, you know what? I could. Let's try this out. Just to play around, we're going to share the screen, and we're going to go to Shirley's picture over here.
Right. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. I'm going to whip out my tablet and so Shirley, tell us what's going on. What's going on right about here?
There's a few things that are interesting. So his shirt's blue, and I see a speck of blue in the corner, so I kind of want to have some parallelism there to bring out the blue in his eyes, his shirt, and possibly some blue tints in the sky. I have to be careful not to make it look overly feminine, but the nature of the photo is such that it is kind of a somewhat more feminine moment, enjoying nature and looking up and breathing it in. But there's a really nice soft glow behind him. He has a nice backlit profile about him, and so just trying to bring in the warmer tones, make the lighting glow, and get the just the feeling of enjoying the moment of where he is.
Nice. Moments ago, I tried showing people my my abilities to share my screen, and for me to write on it and do a little drawing the little X's and O's and stuff like that. But it didn't work so great, so we gave up on that. So I am going to, except you can see here. Hi. I'm in a circle now. All right, let's erase that. How do I erase it? There we go. All right, back on task. I'll have to learn how to do that for next time. Scott is in Photoshop, working heavily with the tone curves. Is that correct, Scott?
Yeah, I'm just going to create a separation here for the background, and a little easier to do if you can get a good curve that kind of gives you easier separation here. So I can go in with the quick select tool and find what I want. But I'm not going to show you that image right yet because I'm working on something else there. So.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, wow, nice. Okay, well, let's get.
Yeah, I'm showing my hand here.
I won't mention that. That looked great. We all got, a quick view of it. I'm sure no one else was.
So I can't believe the Packers lost. Yeah.
All right, and this one, like I was wondering, people, here's Alex. You've been working on the skin on this one for a little bit, huh?
Let's get a little bit, and then I went and did some little bit of color. I'm gonna crop it at the end. I did a little here. There we go.
Oh, tried a few different colors on the plants. Did you introduce some different colors in there?
Yeah, some like glares of like flares.
Yes.
And maybe even could be some film artifacts.
Nice. All right, we haven't been here for a little bit with Geoff. What's going on here, Geoff?
Just moved over to this shot here of the little boy, and black and white definitely jumped out. The light on this one's great. So
you have quite a few little presets over there, don't you?
You know what? As far as these go, I think these are all the standard ones that are open. Sometimes I'll jump around through them just to get inspiration. I think
Here, show us. Do you have any of your own? Do you make presets?
I have in the past. I actually started a new catalog.
Reinstalled Lightroom.
Yeah, for presets as far as Lightroom goes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times I'll look down here and just get inspiration if I'm trying to figure out where I should go with an image. But a lot of times I'll do most of it over on the right side of the control panel in Lightroom.
Looks good, Geoff.
All right.
I'm going to make the screen here a little bit smaller. We'll see what commentary we have coming in on Google+. I'm assuming people are watching and commenting on the new post that we have. And let's see if there was any old comments. Got up to 70 comments on the old posts. Let's see if I missed anything at the end. So Clement says this is how he would do it. He would do them 100%, all of them, 100% all. Just do everything. Be perfect, okay?
Oh, sounds like we have a competitor for next week.
Yeah.
I want to see him jump on in.
Put your mouse where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Really, he's got a point. It's not that hard, guys. Come on.
Come on.
Let's see here. And now a word from our sponsor. Wait, we don't have a sponsor.
Yes, we do. We have Smugbug.
Well, they're giving away a prize, so I guess
I would call them a sponsor.
Yeah, why not? They get a free sponsorship. Well, not free. They're giving away a prize. Well, that's how it goes. We got Sandra and Ron and Ricardo and Carl. They're all commenting a lot. PJ is on there, and Ron's commenting a bunch. Are you guys enjoying it so far? Who have you been enjoying watching? well, obviously, besides watching me be awesome. Let me go back to my bad self so you can see me and all my little glory here. We're going to try again. Give them a moment. Let's tell them the time here. Time is 15 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes left. We're going to take a quick break from chatting with them. At the risk of it stalling again, we're going to jump back into Lightroom and view a couple of these pictures that I was working with. Now, the thing on the temple picture, the church building here, is that it is a little askew, a little off. It was on a tripod and didn't get quite leveled out. So I'm assuming that's what most people will just kind of quickly do. It only takes a moment at the most on most any program. There are a couple of stars in the sky, and there's quite a big dirt spot on this picture. And now the thought is these stars, there's only a few at the beginning of the evening. Just, do we want to keep them, emphasize them more, or just get rid of them? Then there is a full-on hair on the picture. So we're going to go ahead and not worry about taking it into like Photoshop and get rid of it. We're just going to do it here real quick on Lightroom. Let's see here, a couple others. Dang, this dirty sensor, huh? We're going to keep it a little bit dark here.
Who took that picture anyway? Geez.
Oh my God. I tell you what. Me. Someone is yawning. Who's yawning?
What's that about?
Immediate disqualification. Or was it a sigh? In which case, we'll take it.
It wasn't me.
We're exhausted from intense pressure.
Yes. We need to mention that it is 3 a.m. So for Ugo,
I lost track of time.
Yes. So hardcore. I was talking when it was just early in the morning for him, which was 3 a.m. my time. All right. Okay. I'm gonna do another picture real fast. Let's see here. In Lightroom 4, we can go way down on the highlights, go up on the shadows, turn the exposure down. Now we have to decide on the tree what we want to. We want to keep those same primary colors on the tree. Now this is different from last week. We're going to see how this works, me jumping in just to take a break and doing a little bit of editing on my own. I'm not going to take up, obviously I've been working on the whole hour long, but then again, I am not, what was I going to say? I'm not going to edit them all. And you won't even know when they go onto the album who did what. If you've watched it live or watched the recording and then go and vote, you might know who did what, but the competitors themselves aren't really allowed to say which picture they did. People going in and watching the video can find that out for their own, but they can't just necessarily tell people and send them, go vote for mine. There's no, motivating the masses to go and vote for their own. They can obviously go in and vote for pictures themselves if they want. I'm totally fine with that. Don't think it's gaming. It's only one vote out of what plans to be 100 or 200 votes, so that is quite all right. I don't think they're all good, honest little people here. If they feel someone else did a better job, I'm sure they'll vote for them. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
Correct.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Totally. All right, here we go. How many pictures you guys at? Who's at the most? Who's on 6 now?
I'm on my
I'm
6th
working
one.
on 6 right now.
I'm on
Anyone
6.
7? Do I hear 7? Anyone for 7? 7? Anyone 7? I need to start doing some accents or something like that to make it a little more exciting.
Use all your different languages.
Oh yes. So for those in Europe, ahora voy a. Man, I don't know the vocabulary for editing pictures in any of my languages, really. That's sad. I just realized that. You have to
How about
practice.
say hello in your different languages?
Well, yeah, but I want to give the commentary and stuff like that in the language itself. That would be fun. I'll practice. Voy a practicar. Español sería mejor. Eso. I have to learn how to do it really fast in Spanish.
¡Qué lástima! Adiós, Mares, una cocina.
¿Qué estás haciendo ahora? ¡Qué bueno! No.
Mis discos se descompuesto.
Okay, but see.
My record player is broken. That's all I can say. I don't know anything else.
I had a roommate once that the only phrase he knew in Spanish is, in French was, j'aime passer l'espéranto sur les enfants. Or, I love to vacuum the children.
I love it.
So, all right, and let's see here. Got the branches doing a few different things. A little bit of split toning I'm going to add in there. I think I'm going to avoid doing a couple of the pictures because I need to get back to some of the competitors and see what they're doing. Oh, well, I got to do this one real fast. Lightroom 4 is a little bit slower in response, and I've got, plenty of other things going on.
It's
Wait,
beta.
I don't have my screen shared, so all they've been seeing is my face. Dang it. And no one else noticed. Okay.
We're kind of busy.
I know, huh?
It was a feature.
Yeah, look at it that way. What a benefit.
No, I meant to, that was what I meant to do, ladies and gentlemen, was just show my face for the last 6 minutes. So they've been asking about the little prize and everything on SmugMug, and we've got about 60, 70 comments going. Or how many? 64 comments on the new one. So we're a total of about 140 comments. We're looking at your screen right now, Joe. Tell us what you got going.
I'm just looking at this one, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You feel good about the other ones right now?
Let's see. Well, I got through 5, 6, or 7 of them.
We got 7 minutes left.
Those. Some of them I honestly didn't think needed a whole lot. I like them. At least what they were kind of putting across as they were. So it was, kind of some cleanup and fixing of things.
Looks like we've got a couple more people working at under the with the pier. That's what they call these things these days. We got Geoff and Daniel both working on the pier picture. Daniel's here in Lightroom, and so is Geoff. Geoff has got some very distinct edit. Are you working with some brushes here, Geoff?
Yep, a lot of brushes. Working with some gradiated filters as well, gradation tool, and just really high contrast image, kind of how I usually shoot my street photography. So trying to bring that kind of aesthetic into this. So.
Now, what kind of photography do you do normally? Street photography?
I'm a student, so all kinds of photography right now. My personal work, like I said. Yep, a little bit of everything right now while I'm in school, but that's definitely where my passion is. That's what I want to focus on. So.
I like that in Lightroom you were able to change the splash screen for where it usually says Lightroom 3. Whatever. So you changed it to your name. Other people have been using the overlays on their screen share software, and you use Lightroom's ability to show who you are and even the website that they can find you on. Great idea. Very inventive. Like that, Geoff.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got Alex also working on that picture. We had a couple people at least venturing, trying things out in black and white. And Alex, looks like you are staying with color. Is that correct?
I think there's an opportunity here. to bring out this sunburst of color. So
Right.
I am going to see what I can make happen.
Are you going to introduce any brand new colors?
Yeah.
So how are you going to introduce those?
I have adjustment layer, curves adjustment layer, and I'm using a mask right over it to have it. And I'm
It's brushing
painting it
in color.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been going back and forth in the colors, trying out some different ones?
Yeah. What I'm doing is I had a couple unsuccessful attempts. So I erased it, backtracked. Now I'm trying a different approach.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely yellow and red, and trying to selectively add it in without obviously over having it go across. Don't want to change the color of the dress too much, and so we'll see what happens. I'm still kind of in experimenting mode, but I know we don't have much time left.
Yeah, speaking of time, we have 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Anyone feel like that they're probably going to be able to get a version out for each of the 9 images?
Close.
No.
Yeah, 7.
Let's see here. We're looking at Wes. He's working on that one. Shirley is working on the temple picture. Scott is just switched to looking at the tree one. Maybe he'll try the real quickly to get it done in 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's the goal.
Now, after the time is up, you're still able. Pens are down, no more editing, but you can still export and do all that stuff after the time is over. You need to have them all exported and emailed to me at that time. Joe is also working at the young boy there, and Geoff. We see some of his colors that he's been working on. Daniel also on the same picture, and Bobber, tell us what you've been doing the last few minutes, where you're at.
Right now I'm working on the San Francisco Bridge. I'm working on that bridge and just trying to play around with the lab colors a bit, getting a bit of deviant colors out of this one, and make it a bit more dramatic, give it a silhouette look. And it's my 5th image right now. So.
Tell us if you wanted to take a moment, go to the picture you think you're most proud of, what you're excited about.
Right now I can't show it because I've got my aperture closed,
Okay.
but because I'm running Photoshop right now, so I think once I'm done with this picture, I can show you the rest of them.
We got a couple of closing commentaries as well after we're done editing, and I'll ask people, how things differed once they start editing compared to their thoughts before they began, some stuff like that. And what programs were typically used, and how they might have gone about it a little bit differently, and how they might have gone about it if they were at home working on it without a time limit. So, but let's check back in just real quick. We're going to just view Alex's picture there. Then we're going to go over back to Ugo, who's on one of those pictures that people were. Is this the first time working on this, or are you going back to this?
No, I'm actually going back to see if I can do some last-minute tweaks. But I'm pretty happy.
All
This
right.
I like very much.
I'm gonna share mine real fast. I've been spending a few minutes trying to get my own little set of pictures out just for fun. So there'll actually be 11 pictures for you guys to look at in the gallery. So not that there'll be 11 versions or 10 versions, or well, there won't be 11 versions of each of the 9 pictures because not everyone is doing them. But there will be more than you might expect. There'll be 11 sources. The 9 competitors, I'm going to throw in some. I'm not going to put myself available for the prize per se. And then there will also be the original. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is. I didn't give you a warning, so we're going to give you 1 more minute. So it'll be 1 hour and 1 minute. So in 9 seconds, you have 1 minute. So figure out what you want to have done. And you have, starting now, 1 minute. We're going to do something quick here with mine. I'm under the gun as well because I didn't realize that talking and posting and everything would take this much time, and I couldn't get things done and edited while showing everyone else's screen in only 1 minute 36 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming down to the wire, Oh my gosh, what are you guys going to do? Your final edits. We're checking in on Scott. He looks like he's jumping onto another picture. And Joe's on his own picture. I wonder if he's already edited it. Geoff, he's taking a look at one of these pictures. Daniel is on this picture of the boy. He's been on this one for a little bit, so I guess he's pretty happy about where he's at with the other pictures. 9 seconds. 8
I'm done.
seconds. 6 seconds. Shirley Lowe. Checking out our picture. 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Time is
right.
Pins up.
All right.
Actually, that's a good little question, ladies. What were you using? What were you guys using to edit? Were you editing with a pen, a tablet, or were you using the mouse?
I was using, both a combination of a mouse and a tablet.
Okay. Joe, yourself?
Mouse and my Wacom tablet here.
Okay. And what different programs, was anyone not using Lightroom? Robert, you weren't using Lightroom. And Shirley, you weren't using Lightroom.
I wasn't using. No.
Okay. And let's see, who used Photoshop?
I use Photoshop.
I was in there a bit.
I did.
Say your name.
Alex.
Yeah.
Scott.
I can't switch around quite fast enough for you guys. Now let's see if there's any questions while we're talking. Is there any questions from the audience? What they would like to know as a recap of these edits? What would they like to know? You guys, when you guys were editing, what do you want to know of the other competitors? What did they? Any questions? Any general questions?
That was hard for me. Hard to pay attention.
Yeah. Geoff, any questions for anyone else? Do you have any particular thing that stumped you, or you just want to know what they were doing while you were editing and you were stressed out? Now you're not stressed because you're done. What do you think?
No, it was fun. You know, it'll be interesting to see what everybody else's process was. I think we all do stuff differently. For me, that felt like a normal kind of night in front of the computer, looking at work, and I always like to see other people do it. So I'll be definitely going back and kind of seeing what their tricks and tips were.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that next time we're gonna have to definitely maybe coordinate with Vidcast Network and try to get him in there, because he can also be on the chat room in here and start and ask some questions. Maybe we'll grab someone else in here that's just here to coordinate with those that are watching live on the Google On Air, that they can ask some questions to you guys.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm trying to coordinate 2 or 3 different things, so that I need to get someone in here to kind of help a little bit with the on-field assessments and stuff like that, and some of these little commentary.
Hey, Scott, can you post the email you want to shove these to? It is actually dinner time for me, so I'm going to take off.
All right. So you guys post or send me an email, a zip file, with all of these pictures that you worked on, that you feel good about, that you want to have compete against the others, to this email. 1,800 pixels wide on the long edge. And yeah, because I'm just mentioning that, having someone else help, because someone was mentioning, Scott, that they would have loved to, he said, can we see what Scott Detweiler is working? Is that how you said it? Detweiler?
Yep. Detweiler, yeah.
See what Scott's working on. So you got some fans out there. Some fans. I tried to rally them to get to pick favorites and to start talking smack everyone. So let's see what they had on questions. Did anyone work on any other plugins like Nick software, On One?
I was trying to get on. I was trying to get to use On One software, but it was too late. Other than that, yeah.
Yeah, is that cool? Or I can do it in just a minute.
I was in Nick for a little bit, bounced in and out of there.
Okay.
Briefly on a few of the images. Silver effects, just, again, checking options. I like to see all those different windows. You can see what the different effects are. I can see what the options are.
Okay, if you guys, Scott, if you have to go eat, that's fine. What we're going to do, we'll start with you, Scott. We had a request for a couple before and afters. We won't be able to do all of them, of course, since with 10 people, an average, let's say, of 5 apiece, that's 50. That won't happen, but if you would like to share one that you're really excited about, a before and after of it, and tell us what you did, we'll kind of go down the line with taking one each from each person, a before and after.
Sure. I went for something a little weird. I thought there are quite a few that I like. I'm not going to show, but I will show this one because I think it's pretty weird and unexpected. So here's the before. Now this move took me all of about 5 minutes, and I thought it would be kind of interesting and different. I just added a tear to the person. So just kind of a motion, take it, and some changes in exposure in Lightroom, but I just added a little bit of weird, I don't know, different thing going on there.
You guys get ready with your picture you want to show. I'm going to go to Joe now. Show us one that you particularly were proud of.
Yeah, so this is the before. I guess I can't just hit the before and after. I decided to actually take this one and turn it all into just about textures with a little bit of color, and not have it be a kid or a person per se. Well, a person, but you don't know who it is, how old they are, or anything like that.
Okay. Different expected. Yeah, cropping. Cropping is a big part of it all. Geoff, tell us about one that you enjoyed working on.
For me, this is something like I would normally shoot. I like the texture in this tree, going back and forth. I mean, I definitely cropped in on this one, added some split tone to it. Now I've lost my edit. Back out. And I've lost it. But we can go back. I can get back to that. But for me, it was just bringing it in, taking out the unnecessary elements of the photo, and just kind of focusing in on what was going on kind of in the center here. So.
Okay. Daniel, you have a before and after up. We've looked at this one before.
I actually changed it. Hopefully it'll load here in a second. It's still loading, so it's the one of the couple underneath the bridge. I took it to black and white. I cropped it a little bit. I toned down the sunburst because it was a little bit too bright for my taste. And then I took a little bit of glare out of the post and so forth and brightened up the couple because I did take it all to black and white.
All right.
So hopefully y'all will be able to see it at some point.
Bobber, tell us about one you enjoyed working on. Show us the before and after and what you did.
Okay, sure. This is like the original shot of the bridge. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
All right. This is the original, and this is the final edit. So what I basically did was I used I changed the mode of the image from RGB to lab, and hence what I did was I made it more contrasted to give a silhouette look to the bridge by applying a bit of curves, and change the colors a bit to give it a bit of a dream kind of a feel. So yeah, making clouds and the sky a bit more purple, and giving the water, the ocean, a tint of light blue.
I like it.
All right, Alex.
Thanks.
So, guys, I'm pretty happy so far with this one. I like what I did with the teenager under the senior portrait, but it was a little more of a standard touch-up, it felt like. this one I wanted to. I saw that sun bursting through, so I felt you know, to turn up the volume on it. And then so it was just straight up. I painted that in, painted the sky blue contrast. So that's it. That's pretty much it right there. I just wanted to pump it up.
All right, Ugo, how about yourself? You with us?
Next time I think I need a more powerful computer for this.
Ellen,
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Helen was talking about having a more powerful computer too. She's getting one on Wednesday. She said she's going to get a real powerful computer.
I need one as well.
Oh, this should be pretty good, but I don't know. It's Hangouts really suck with Lightroom on this one.
Is this the picture that you were, you want to show us before and after?
Yep.
So show us the before and after. Tell us about what you did.
When it comes up, okay.
There you are.
Here's the before, and here's the after.
All right.
So I desaturated everything that was around the jumping kid, and I only left him in color. Did a sort of a cutout, all in Lightroom, not using Photoshop or selection or anything. Just desaturating using the paintbrush tool. The saturation set to 0 on the background. And I just left that. Then I increased a bit contrast and clarity. But these minor adjustments.
Nice. All right, we're going to check out 2 more people. And while I'm doing this, feel free to export your pictures into JPEGs, zip them up, and send them to that email while we're going. And then as soon as I get everyone's, I will post to the Photo Editing Showdown page, where people will be able to +1 their favorite from each of the 9 different pictures. So anyone going in can do 9 +1s, essentially. Their favorite picture from each one. Wes, tell us about your favorite and what you did.
I'm trying to decide. I think this one's my favorite here. I went with the square crop. It was just like a really fun shot, so I wanted to kind of make it like, I guess, more fun. And the fact that she's like in the air was the thing that kind of caught me, and I really wanted to make it seem like she's jumping more than she was. So what I did was I cropped a little bit of her head and like her leg off to make it seem like she's coming out of frame onto the this hill. And yeah, I went with black and white because the colors I thought were a little bit, I guess, not that interesting for me. And yeah, that's about it. So this is
you have a fan on the comments, AC Garcia. Do you know AC Garcia?
Yeah. Yes, actually, yeah, we
can't wait to see what you did.
It doesn't count, man.
Yeah. All right, Shirley.
Exporting these at 1800.
1800 on the long side.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and Shirley, tell us before and after what you did.
Yeah, so this one was actually a lot tougher. I mean, so many more photos, and with the limited, I kind of wish I had my Photoshop, but in keeping with trying to do more with less, I guess this was one of my more favorite, just because I really like the lighting. I wanted to emphasize the warm glow. I mean, you have a warm glow, you have a hug, and you have a kiss, and I just wanted that feeling to be coming through and just feel like you're under the bridge with them.
All right, sounds great. All right, I think we've gone through most all the questions. Here's one last question. We're going to definitely, everyone that asks questions, I've been able to pretty much ask them all. But this last question, if someone wants to answer it, did you guys do your typical workflow? Or did you attack them a little bit differently than you would normally do? Or did you go with a regular process that you normally do? Who'd like to answer that one?
I can. I think for me, it was as close to my normal process. Usually I'd have some music going. Didn't do that this time, so it was a little bit different for me. But
Yeah.
just stuck to the kind of the normal routine, and it usually goes pretty fast for me unless there's some crazy manipulation that I have to do. But as far as like straight editing goes, that was pretty close.
Joe,
Yeah,
what do you think?
likewise, same here. I followed my workflow, except for that my applications were loading a bit slow, so I had to keep waiting.
With the Hangout going, it does that.
Other than that, yeah, it's been going fun.
For me, I was, did little bits of my own flow, but kind of tackled the whole thing completely differently. Usually when I come back from a shoot, I will have, 3 different compositions and 100 pictures of each, as opposed to a wide variety of things to attack. I really like the, kind of the opportunity or the task to tackle a bunch of very different things. Makes the brain go a little faster.
Sounds great. All right, we are going to wrap it up now. We've gone through a lot of questions. Any last comments? What do you think? Did your I got a question. Did your strategy change once you actually got into it? Did your strategy change?
Yeah, mine did, for sure. I definitely cut it. My strategy, when I first started, my strategy was, I'm just going to go left to right, pick the file, work on it as fast as I can, on to the next one, on to the next one. But then what I was finding was, as I was going through it, that process of deciding what you want, of like, I can try this, I can try that, and then you realize you don't have time to even think about it. So I would stop and go on to the next one, stop, go on to the next one, and then I went back all through one more time and did a final touch-up. So my process as far as editing was, it was like, it was rushed enough to where I was leaving out steps that I normally do. But for steps that you would do, like, going in with the brush and doing selective sharpening, I was just doing a more widening sharpening. So that's how my process changed.
All right, I believe what we're going to do is tentatively set up the next event and announce the winners of this event. I will take here on the comments either let's do either Tuesday or late Wednesday. So around let's say 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday, or late at night on Wednesday, real late at night. So if on the commentary you want to just write Tuesday or Wednesday, that's when our next show will be. You guys here that are competing, obviously, I'm going to much more to you guys because you've already been trained on how the show goes and how to do the screen sharing and stuff like that. We'll get a couple of new people in as well, and take some of the old ones and some of the people that have performed really well and been fun to join in here. All right, any other final comments?
Great job, everyone. That was lots of fun.
Yes, it was lots of fun.
Let's all clap for ourselves. Yay!
It was great.
Are they going to be posted tonight?
We're all winners.
Yeah.
Are those going to be posted tonight?
Except one of you will be more of a winner than the others. You're all winners. So one of you will be more of a winner. Well, I've got three of you have sent me the pictures already, so I've got 6 more. And as soon as I get those other 6, I'll be able to upload them tonight, hopefully within the next 10-15 minutes. That's my hope.
I'm sending mine in the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sending mine, but it will take some time to upload them all.
Okay.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, from Utah, from Jarvie Digital Studios, the gallery here, and with all of my great competitors, and you can find them all online. They will be linked. This is the 2nd episode of the Photo Editing Showdown, the Iron Editors. We bid you good night.